Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another video. I hope y'all are doing well. Today's video is going to be the second part of my January flip through. If you want to see the first part, I have a playlist of flip throughs in on my channel, so you can check it out there. This is the cover of my journal. I absolutely love it. It is made from a 9 by 12 white envelope folded in half. I have a little tassel here that I like to put keynotes of the month on. So that's always fun. And then, yep, let's just pick up where we left off, shall we? So let's get y'all centered here. Okay. Um, we went over this last time, but my hands were cramping from my what's it called, my medication that I'm on. We were over the moon because I could now finally share that my husband and I are going to be grandparents at the in the summer. So we're super excited about that. Let's just keep going. Okay. So on this page here, my husband and I were out and about. I was very snacky this day. Okay. So I know we went to Bell's because we got some shortbread there. I love shortbread, and my husband got some new pants, which were very cute on him. This is the tag from the pants, so I just put a piece of paper on the back and wrote about that. So that was nice. We went to get his THC stuff. I had some tea later in the evening. These little stickers are from Happy Mail. And so as we go through these pages and discuss what's on them, I'll try to tell you how I did things, where I got things from, all of that kind of stuff. These are, ooh, that's not sticking very well. The days and dates. Let me see. Nope. Oh dear me. Okay, let's fix that right now while we're here, real quick. Um, and it's not sticking because this is like plastic. So I'm just going to put some double-sided tape on the day and date. The days and dates are from Loveland's Life. I was a patron of hers a few years ago. Okay, so there's that. Okay, my tea. I did not put anything on the back here, but I do love how this is interactive. I just cut a little slit with my X-Acto knife. This is a picture from a magazine, and put this in here just as a fun little thing, and then turn the packet into a little pocket. Yeah, so that's always fun. Uh, this is a little prayer, right? Little faith-based prayer. And then my son and his wife were off to Arizona, and oh my goodness, they were visiting family out there, and what a time they had. Let me just tell you, they left here, they were delayed overnight. Luckily the airline gave them a hotel room, but they were delayed a day, which, they were only going out for the weekend, so you know how that goes. um, but they did have a really good time. But then when they got there, because they were delayed a day, their reservation for their rental car was not there anymore. So they actually had to go to, I think he said U-Haul, and they ended up getting like a U-Haul pickup truck. Oh gosh, to rent for the weekend. And he said, he was of course thankful that they were able to get some sort of vehicle, to travel. But then he had rented this place at like a posh resort, for his wife. And he's like, and here we are driving up in this dumpy, U-Haul truck. But anyway, they had a great time, so that was good. That was good. And then in here, I just have another, prayer that I find online. And actually, you know what? These I get from YouVision. And that is a Bible app on, I don't know, at the App Store, YouVision, I believe it's called. So yeah, I get these sometimes. Well, I print them out sometimes. I get them every day, but I print them out. This is a card that I found at, it was a pack of these decorative, pieces of cardboard. I found them at the Dollar Tree. This is a sewn ruffle, and then some beautiful washi tape, Jane Davenport washi tape I've had in my stash for a very long time because I tend to hoard the things that people send me. And that came from my sweet sister Karen down under. many years ago. Here's another cute little sticker from Happy Meal. And so I slept in, and let's see. Oh, it was, yeah, we went out and about. So it was super nice just to be out and about and not have to go to a doctor's appointment or to the hospital. So, yeah, did some laundry this day. Yeah, Big Handsome made me some yummy pasta for dinner. And then this is a package of smoked Gouda pretzel sticks. They were so good. We found those at Bell's, I think, as well. Ooh, made in Michigan. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, it was a snacky kind of day, but it was a lovely day out with my hubby. And then this, I received this in Happy Meal a long while ago as well. And I found it in my stash, and I'm just so grateful for it. And this, I looked up the verse, and it's a piece I give to you is the first the first sentence in that verse, and it's in Dutch. This is in Dutch. So, and it was from Linda. So, so sweet. Here's another little prayer I found online. So cute. And then this flips out, I believe. Yes. And then here's my dog getting into stuff. I mean, like, this month has been filled with radiation, my dog Remy getting into trouble, and the consequences of his troubles, and what else, and weather. Okay, those were the big things. So here, this is a big notepad I put on the paper. This is about my dog. um, and this is a clip art that I have, and I have multiple sizes, multiple sizes, so I can use them big or small, on either in my journal or in my calendar. I had pizza here, so I filmed some. So yeah. And then this, at the time, this was like my latest favorite for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. My husband makes me cucumber and tomato salad with everything bagel seasoning on it, with some olive oil mixed into it. And then I eat it over cottage cheese. So I just have been loving it. And then I have an old vintage recipe card. So I just put the recipe on it. I've really been enjoying it. These are magazine clippings. This right here in the background is just a painty paper that I had in my stash, and I made it into a pocket in case I needed more space to put stuff. And this in the background is Dauber. Then here is a couch, a clip art couch. This was a Sunday, so I had my phone call with my aunt. Uh, I did. I filmed a ramble session. I slept in. Yeah, I had, because of my dog as well, because of my dog and stuff going on with my cancer treatment. It's been rough. It's been rough. Sleeping has been rough. So let's see. Yeah, just same old, the regular stuff that I do on every Sunday. And then this is something my daughter had painted. Or no, I'm sorry, she didn't paint it. She has a coloring book, and she uses alcohol markers to paint it, or to color it, and I just love, she's getting so good at like shadowing and the highlights and all of that. And I think her boyfriend helped her with the highlights and stuff, perhaps, I'm not sure. He is the artist. And yeah, so it's just it's just wonderful. I love seeing her tap into her creative side. So I turned that into a little pocket for this. And this just talks about how my daughter's enjoying her coloring. This was Martin Luther King Day. This was also Inauguration Day. We watched a lot of TV. See, this is another example of a piece of clip art. I do have these as free printables in my uh, description box. Okay, so TVs of various sizes. So yeah, this is from, all these are from online somewhere. We've been having a hankering for popcorn these days. So here's a quote from Martin Luther King: "I started a headache." Yeah. So there's that. Here's a tag that I did make, but I didn't ever journal in it. It has a ruffle on the side, but I love the way this came out. This is clip art I found online. I love the how it looks. I love colorful hot mess. This is stenciling in the back. This right here actually is from Bessie Missy Creates. Let me start writing down who I need to credit. So yeah, this right here is from Messy Missy Creates. I think it was from summer a couple years ago, last year, 2 years ago. I can't remember, but at any rate, uh, Melissa does printables. So if you're interested, check her out. Her link will be below. This was Winter Storm Enzo. I mean, they actually named the winter storm. So I just took some paint, and this is just looked like a snow day for me. I put snow all over the place, let it snow. This is from Brooke, Recreations by Brooke stickers. Um, and it was not a snow day for us, but it was a snow day for North Florida, which is crazy. I mean, they had a crazy amount of snow. And Melissa, also from Messy Missy Create, she had done like a snow day video. It was so cool seeing all the snow that they got up in northern Florida. And yeah, so that was really cool. This is just the front of a card that I tipped in here with some washi tape. And then this day we went to Joann Fabrics. My husband saw some clove gum, and I love clove anything. And so he got me that. I just love it. I did some fussy cutting, must have been this day. These are the tags from the fabric that we got. I'm going to try to make my son and his wife a wedding quilt. So we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. Um, oh, I had a CAT scan this day. Okay, so really? Huh. That's weird because I just had a CAT scan. This is January 21st. Yeah, I just had a CAT scan. Okay. Anyway, let's just keep going. So, yeah. And I fussy cut lots of printables. And this is just packaging from some non bread that I enjoy. Let's see if we can. What's happening here? Why isn't this going in? Okay, I made it into a pocket. And there you go. And I stapled on a little fabric. Let's just get you straight here. A little fabric ruffle and attach these with a bulb pin. I like the interaction. Talked to my daughter this day. So this is Wednesday. Wakey, wakey, sore and achy. Good morning, y'all. That is the story of my life. This little cluster here, it was definitely sweater weather here. It was cold and rainy out. Um, oh my gosh. Here's my dog again. Woke me 3 times. Oh gosh. He was just barking at the back door. Like, I don't even know. So here's just a little tag I made with, yeah, my journaling. So we just snuggled on the couch and watched TV like literally all day this day because we were both tired. Yeah, but I love how this came out. This is just I found online and printed it out. This is a sticky note. Okay, and then this is from the peppers, baby bell peppers, just food packaging. I really love these things. The little ones, the baby bells, oh, so good, especially like with cream cheese or with hummus or in that little tomato cucumber salad. Those are good in there too. Just yummy. I didn't really have a whole lot, obviously, to write about. So this page I just picked from a quote book that I have and stuck that on there. The background is scrapbook paper. And then again, another day where I didn't really have a whole lot to write about. So this is some painty paper that I have here in the background. Um, this is a meme I saw online. It may not feel like you're holding it together, but given everything you're facing, you're actually doing a hell of a good job. And yes, yes. So if anybody needed to hear that today, there you have it. This is some doilies. This is a Smoosh paper doily here, a craft doily here, and I just made it into a tuck spot. Um, it was Thursday the 23rd. I filmed a journal with me. I spoke to my beauty queen. She thinks she was getting sick, and it was so chilly out. Remington was back in his sweater. So this day here, let me see if. Okay, so I had packed my 3 emails that I was sending out. Okay, yeah, it takes me forever to pack a happy mail. If it's a package, if it's just a card with a few little things, it's not that big of a deal. But Yeah, I was packing packages. So yeah. And then that was pretty much it. Yeah, my daughter had a migraine. Ugh, poor thing. So there's that. And then I had folded this, over to this side. So that worked out nicely. And then this is just from my stash. I do believe this I got from a bunch of like faith-based papers and scrapbook papers and stuff from Sweet Allison. So that's where that came from. And today is the day that I made my February journal. I love the way it came out. Again, I'm using a 9 by 12 white envelope, plain white envelope that I either paint the outside. I can do whatever I want to the outside. Um, in this particular case, it was all done using scrap paper and these really pretty rosettes here down the side. And then I always bind my journals with some dyed seam binding. So I got that done. This is just a note card. Oh, this was the day too that we had a winter weather advisory. Like, I don't even know if we've ever had one of those before, but we had it this day. So, yeah, it was 66 in the house, and we turned the heater back on. We had turned it off. But yeah, my husband and I cannot stand to be cold at all. So, and my sweet husband, oh, he made me a meatloaf sandwich for lunch or for dinner, which was so good. He had made a couple days before, he had made me a meatloaf because I said, I'm having a hankering for meatloaf. Oh my gosh, he's like my genie. He's my own genie. Like my wish is his command, right? It's lovely. This, again, I didn't have a lot to write about. So I was looking for something else in some magazines that I have. And I found this and I was like, well, we had a winter advisory and it's chilly out. And yeah, so I just made a little collage there. Okay, let's see. Did I even? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, good. We went to Chick-fil-A today, or I did. My husband doesn't eat, so generally speaking, so I went this day with him. I don't know. I have something chilly out? Oh, my scalp started hurting from the radiation. Yeah, I wasn't feeling great. Okay, so we went out and about. We just went grocery shopping, and then we went to Chick-fil-A on the way home. Yeah, we started watching Lie to Me, and my husband made me a chicken burrito for dinner. This is something I found online. This here is like an evening little snack. So cute. This washi tape right here is actually from Grabby. Um, and I was had a screaming headache. So yeah. So I made myself a cup of hot tea and had some Biscoff, and I was good to go. So there's that. This is one of the pages in the book. It just happens to be not the same size as the other pages. On this day I filmed a ramble session. I spent a lot of time on my either on my the computer or my phone answering comments and clearing emails and such. Then this day the kids came over, I believe. They had to have. Where okay, I need a gem. So I woke with a headache. I don't have too much to say about this day. Let me see. Okay. All right. Yeah, we were watching the champion football games. So maybe that's it. These little gems in the background. Maybe. But I have all these beautiful gems from my sweet friend Brooke. Oh, I just love them. Love them. So we're going to take one of these and put it on here. Yeah. So the gems were coming over. All right, then this goes in here. The background. Oh, there's my gem right there. Why didn't you guys tell me? And these were given to me, made special for me and given to me by Melissa, a subscriber. So I'm so thankful. I can't believe I didn't see that right away. The background here is just a scrap of paper that I had that I just then turned into a pocket. And this is the box of the vegetable mix that you make the spinach dip from, which is a family favorite. So there's that. This here, oh my goodness. Okay, so um I'm not doing beep today. Yeah. Uh so I woke up this day and it felt like someone had my voodoo doll and was just piercing me in the left ear like all night. I hardly got any sleep. my scalp is hurting from the radiation, so like makes my head hurt. Like I don't know, it was just bad. My nerve pain was bad. Um, yeah. And then this I found online here. Strong women never give up. We might need a coffee, a cry, or even a day in bed, but we'll always come back stronger. Yep. So yeah, I was just having a hard time. Um, and yeah, but I caught up on my journal writing, and we both felt pretty shite that day. So we probably spent a lot of time on the couch. And then my daughter called me on her way home for our nightly debrief. That's what she calls it. Oh my gosh. And then we were watching, like I said, Lie to Me. On this day here, I actually went out and sent my happy mail. So that was super nice. Got it all three packages sent. And this is something that I sent to my sweet daughter. Sometimes I look at my daughter in awe and realize I literally made my best friend. Oh my gosh. I love that so, so much. Yeah, I love that she calls me almost every day on the way home. We talk all the time. Yeah, we're just super close. And so, yeah, uh, sent some happy mail out. Okay, on this day we met my mama. No, not my mama. We met my mother-in-law and my father-in-law for breakfast because it was my mother-in-law's 79th birthday. So, yeah. So that was a lot of fun. And then, oh yeah, I finally sent out my packages, and then this is from Brooke as well, from her Facebook page. It says I had my patients tested. I'm negative. This had to have been like for a bill or something that we got that we're trying to reconcile. There's something for my mother-in-law, and then I received a very sweet happy mail this day. This is the day that I actually received the gem stickers, okay? And I have them right here in case you haven't seen them, but I've shown them a bunch of times and I will continue to because they're just so beautiful. All of these, she made them on her Cricut. Oh my goodness, look at that. All these gem stickers. I love them. All these couches because she knows that, we spend a lot of time on the couch. I'm going to start sewing soon. A lot of TVs, a lot of baths. I often take baths to soothe my muscles. And yeah, it's just so, so very sweet of her. So very sweet of her. So, and all of y'all who have sent me stuff. I mean, I'm overwhelmed. But yeah, so that was that. And then not much to write about this day. So this is something I sent to my son. I call him Sunshine, and I used to sing this to him when he was a kid. This is just actually painty drop paper that used to be on my desk, as is this. Um, my husband vacuumed. Here is my hair loss, which is never fun. It's just not. Look at that. Oh, dear me. Well, it is what it is, it'll grow back. So it's okay. And then this, yeah, I must have cut off, yeah, to fit in here. This is just a notepad. I really, really enjoy using notepads. They are inexpensive. You get a lot for I usually get mine at the Dollar Tree. So $1.25 if I can find them. And you get a lot of pages, so it is a bang for your buck, I think. And I just love using them as tags and stuff like that. So there's my journaling about my hair loss and all of that. And then here we are. I had another MRI on my brain to see if the radiation did the trick. I still haven't found out yet as I'm filming this. By the time it airs, I will have found out. But and if you watch my ramble sessions, you would know. So anyway, let's see. This is a post-it note. So I wrote about this. It took 5 sticks for them to get the contrast in. Oh my gosh. That's what, like, this bruise here, this bruise here. And I've had this test, like, it was a while ago, okay? Gosh. And I still have bruises. So yeah, well, of course, when you're seeing this, um, It's going to be like mid-February. So yeah, I'm filming this on the 7th of February, I think. So yeah, and I had this on the 30th. So, yeah. And then here, this is another one from Brooke. Her little her little things, they're so cute. Let me pour you a glass of Get Over It, and here's a straw so you can suck it up. That was to me. That's not to anybody else. That was to me. Because of what I had to go through here. So anyway, yeah. So I had some tea, some chai tea while I'm getting in my zen right here. Yeah, so never fun. And then the fun begins at the end of the month. Yes, I started getting this isn't a fever. 100.2 doesn't constitute a quote unquote fever yet. If I get a fever of 100.4 or higher, I have to stop taking my chemo meds. So the fevers had started. I knew what I was in store for. I knew they were going to continue to come, and I knew that they were going to get worse. So, yeah, that was that. And then we went over to there's a gem right there from Brooke. We went over to the gem's house, and my daughter in law had made a big old pot of Mexican meatball soup, and it was really, really good. A bit spicy for my taste, but all the rest of the kids love spicy food. So I just fixed it with a little dollop of sour cream. So, and it was excellent. The taste was so good. I've never had it before, and she did a really, really good job on it. So we had a nice time over there with the kids. Um and yeah, and was that, yep, that was the last day. But then on the same day, I just didn't put it on this spread here, but the same day I got my sweet grandma L. Oh, maybe I should have my grandkids call me L. I don't know. We haven't determined a name for my what our grandchild is going to call us, my husband and myself. So anyway, I got some happy mail in the mail, and I got a package from Brooke and a package from Terry. And they were both gems, right? Gems, gem stickers. And yeah, I just can't tell you how much I appreciate your love and support. I mean, my goodness, it was so overwhelming, the amount of gems that I got in the mail, and people asking if they could send me something. So I love y'all, and I really, really appreciate that. So this was her little note, and little Brooks note, and she sent me some other things that you've already seen. So that was a very nice ending to the month. And here is my vellum piece, and then this back here is just scrapbook paper. So I have thoroughly enjoyed this book. Will I go back? I did miss one page. I just simply forgot to journal on it. Will I go back? I don't know. Um, might or might not. I'm not sure. But I absolutely love the way that it came out. I have so thoroughly enjoyed working in it. It has just been a delight. And I can't tell you how much I love using these envelopes too, because it's a very compact journal, and I do double spread. So it's not a huge alligator mouth. It does close nicely with the closure. I love all these bits coming out the top and coming out the sides. And I love, the stuff on the side here that I take note of. Like, this was a month where I had radiation. We had an historic, snow event. I had MRI. So yeah, it's just I like those things on the side um just to capture a few of the more memorable things that happened during the month. So this is ready to go on the shelf, and I couldn't be more happy. I am well into my February journal, and so I hope you look forward to those journal with me videos and the flip through, probably coming sometime in March. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really do appreciate that you choose to spend your time with me, because I know that time is precious. Yes, I do. So I hope you have a great rest of your week, a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.